I am Black Kettle, Emotivituo in the language of my people. I was born at the foot of the sacred Black Hills, in the heart of our ancestral lands located in what you now call South Dakota. Long before any map bore that name, those hills breathed life into our people. Here, the wind carries our prayers, and the earth holds our stories. The Black Hills where the wind speaks your name and the earth listens. I was born to the Soteo of the northern Cheyenne. But the road of life took me south. To walk with the Watapio. Among the southern Cheyenne people. I walked not for war, but for peace. And that road led me through fire. My father was Swift Hawk lying down. My mother, Sparrow Hawk woman. We lived by the rhythm of the buffalo. The hunt, the prayer, the season. By 8, I was riding. By 12, I was hunting. By manhood, I had seen the edge of a warrior's blade. And the tenderness of an elder's blessing. I joined the Elkhorn Scraper Society. I married Little Sage. I took my place in the Council of 44. Our sacred circle of civil chiefs. We were not rulers. We were guides. We spoke for the good of the people. And we listened when the spirits spoke back. But the winds began to change. The Treaty of Fort Laramie in 1851 said our land would be ours. They put their names on paper. But their wagons rode anyway. They came with gold fever. And rifles. And promises that dissolved in the rain. In 1861, I signed the Treaty of Fort Wise. Not out of fear. But out of hope. Hope that a smaller land meant fewer graves. Hope that if we bowed to their laws, they would leave us in peace. But the land they gave was barren. No buffalo. No river strong enough to carry a child's laugh. And still, some among us resisted. The dog soldiers, brave and untamed, struck back. They raided, captured, fought for every breath the plains still offered. I did not join them. But I did not blame them. I raised the American flag over my lodge. I raised the white flag too. I believed those symbols meant something. That they would shield our children from harm. And still, they came. In September of 1864, I traveled to Camp Weld near Denver. I smoked the pipe. I spoke through an interpreter. All we want is peace. We want to hold you by the hand. Governor Evans looked me in the eye. Colonel Chivington nodded. And I believed. I believed. But at Sand Creek, on November 29th, as the sun bled through the cold sky, Chivington's men came, 700 strong. They came while our warriors were away. They came with rage, and liquor, and hate in their eyes. And they opened fire on women, children, and elders. We flew the American flag. We flew the white flag. And they shot us anyway. They did not spare the infants. They did not spare the mothers. They cut and scalped our dead. And rode back to Denver holding pieces of us. Like trophies. I found my wife, medicine woman later. Bleeding, her body torn by 9 wounds. Still breathing. I carried her from that charred earth. And we fled south. Into the silence that follows slaughter. I still believed peace was possible. So I went to Washington. I met with the white man's president. He gave me a flag. Another flag. Said it would keep us safe. I signed the Treaty of the Little Arkansas. More promises. More words. By 1867, we lived along the Washita River. Indian territory, they called it. We hunted where we could. We tried to rebuild. But the old divisions returned. Some of our young men joined raids. I tried to stop them. But unity is hard when your people are bleeding from 100 broken treaties. Then came Custer. The golden-haired soldier who smiled for photographers. And planned war in winter. On November 27, 1868. He found our camp. Saw the flag. That same American flag. And charged anyway. Cannons roared. Rifles cracked. Our horses fell. Our lodges burned. And once again, our women and children were the first to die. I died that day beside the Washita. So did my wife. So did our hope. Or so they thought. But I tell you now. Peace is not weakness. It is strength when everything around you screams for vengeance. It is the last light we carry into the dark. I raised flags because I believed in humanity. I believed men could speak across the fires of hatred and find common ground. And though they betrayed me, that belief still matters. Sand Creek is now a historic site. So is the Washita. You can walk there today. The wind still remembers. The earth still whispers. And my spirit still watches. Let history call these what they were. Massacres. Not battles. Massacres. Let those who come after me speak the truth. Not to shame, but to heal. I am Black Kettle. Chief. Peacemaker. Witness. Let my story echo across these plains. As a prayer for peace. A warning against betrayal. And a testament to the courage it takes to hope.